sadgamaya tamasho ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritangamaya avir mayedhi rudro yatte dakshinang mukham te namang pahi nityam te namang pahi nityam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are reading Shanti Gita, chapter 6, verse number 4 we will start today. We read the other day verse 1, 2 and 3. So this is the Shanti Gita, maybe not familiar for many of you. And Shanti Gita is a teaching of Bhagavan Krishna to Arjuna again. First it was given in the war, before the war, when Arjuna was totally overwhelmed, seeing his own relatives and friends, blood relations, and they had to be killed. So that was a terrible thing for him to understand. And for us also, life struggle is such. If we look at our life, terrible situation comes with our little emotions. Some friend does something, family does something, and that quarrel goes to that extent, to go to court, case, killing, this, that, what not. So it's that time Bhagavan Krishna gave the advice, which is called the Bhagavad Gita, popularly known. And the war started, and war was going on the 13th day of the war. The Abhimanyu, the son of Rjuna, mother Uttara, Subhadra. Subhadra. Whose mother? Acha. Okay. Wife is Uttara. See, these are all mistakes. Anyhow, then when the son was killed in the war, and not in an ethical manner, unethical manner, not following the rules and great rules of the war principles. So he was totally lost, and he was again very much depressed. And he thought that he's not going to fight anymore. That time he was full of bereavement and the suffering because of that bereavement. That time Bhagavan Krishna again advised the same principles of the Bhagavad Gita, which is called Shanti Gita. So here in the 6th chapter, śrībhagavan says, saṛa-tattvaṃ pravakṣyāmi. I'll now tell you what is the essential truth. śṛṇuṣva, that listen to me, O sakhe, O my friend Arjuna. And what am I going to tell you? It is atiguhyaṃ. It is very secret, extremely secret. But it is mahat puṇyaṃ. It brings great auspiciousness. Jat śrutvā, listening to which mucyate naraḥ, human being, person can get out of all bondage and suffering, conquer death. That I am going to tell you. What is that? Ultimate truth is what? Brahman. So pūrṇaṃ caitanyam ekaṃ. There is only pūrṇa, that absolutely filled with the reality that is the consciousness, ekaṃ, only that consciousness. Sat tato annat nahi kiñcana, only that sat, that eternal existence, eternal consciousness, that is the only there in reality. No kiñcana, there is nothing else. And there you talk about Maya, no Maya, no Maya. You call God has created the universe, no īśvaraḥ. There is no creator, no jīvḥ who is created individual. Deśa-kālās, the time, space, carācaram, the movable and immovable thing which you see, there is nothing as such. If you talk, the ultimate truth is this. And that I am telling you, atiguhyaṃ, it is very secret, because even if it is why it is secret, because it is everywhere. And I don't see anywhere. What is the secret? Secret, you hide me, something from me, that's the secret. Someone is hiding one thing. But it is not, it's open. That's why Swami Vivekananda had a wonderful lecture. Open secret. The secret, it is open, but we don't see the truth. It is open for all of us to see. That's why it is most secretive, atiguhyaṃ. But if you know one's mahat puṇyaṃ, the greatest auspiciousness can be derived by knowing this. And in that truth, there is only consciousness, there is only that absolute existence, and there is nothing else other than this. There is no Maya, there is no īśvaraḥ, the Creator God, no created jīvḥ, no jīvḥ. There is no space. In this space it is created. No. At this particular time it is created. There is no such time, space and causation. It has beyond all this. Tattvaṃ. You see, you are Arjuna. You are not there. That secret, when it is revealed, you are not there. Arjuna, as Arjuna you are not. You are as Brahman, you are there, not as Arjuna. Naham, I am Krishna, I am telling you, giving you advice, I am the Lord. There is no such me. Neither I am there, neither you are there. Na prithvi, this earth, this one universe is not there. Na me loka bhuvādayo. And we see that there are different planes of existence, no? Bhur, bhuva, swa, mahajana tapasatta. Tala, tala, sutala, patala, rasatala, going down this way, going up this way, all the different planes. Those are all concocted thoughts. There is nothing, no such thing as it were. Kiñcit naostiopi. There is nothing, not only nothing, not a trace of anything is there. Nasti, nasti iti niśćuno. No, there is nothing, make it sure. That we read, these 3 verses. See, what is the truth? In one word, the whole Vedanta has been given here. That is the truth. And what we are seeing, this is only our ignorance is showing us, and that is why you are suffering. If one can stay in this truth, then where is suffering? Where is pain? Who can give you pain? Where is another entity to give you pain? And who will be getting the pain? That's why the killer and the killed, the slayer and the slain, if they are one. Where is that? It is the same experience when the realization comes. That holy man was asked, who has lost consciousness because somebody beat him, some other person. And when he came back to senses, he is asked, who is feeding you milk? What was the response? Spontaneous response. That is the secret. He has reached the secret, opened the secret. It is open secret for him. That's why he says, he who has beaten me, he is feeding me the milk. There is non-dual existence. So who will give pain to whom? But bodily, when they come to the body, body will have his pain. But they don't suffer. That is Ramakrishna. When he was in extreme crucial pain in your throat cancer. And someone said, oh, what a pain. Ramakrishna is saying, oh, it's very, very painful. And Turiyananda Swami said, no, sir, you don't suffer. There is no suffering for you. Then Ramakrishna said that, oh, the rascal has got me here. No? He caught me here. That means, in that state, there is no body, the body is not there, mind is not there. Those concepts are not there. Even lesa means even the trace of those thoughts are not there. So what is there? Only Satchidananda. Nasti, nasti iti. Now the fourth verse we read today. What it says? Kevalam brahma-mātraṃ sat. Kevalam brahma-mātraṃ sat. Na annad asti iti bhavayo. Asti iti bhavayo. Pashyasi śvapnavat sarvam. Pashyati śvapnavat sarvam. Vivartam cetane kholu. Vivartam cetane kholu. Kevalam brahma-mātraṃ sat. Kevalam brahma-mātraṃ sat. Na annat asti iti bhavayo. Na annat asti iti bhavayo. Pashyasi śvapnavat sarvam. Pashyasi śvapnavat sarvam. Vivartam cetane kholu. Vivartam cetane kholu. What does it mean? Very simple. Kevalam, only. Only. When you say keval, there is nothing else but that. What is that keval? Brahma-mātraṃ. Only Brahman. Brahman alone, that is the thing. Kevalam brahma-mātraṃ, sat. And that is the eternal existence. And na annad asti iti. There is no other thing. There is nothing else. Iti bhavayo. Think now. There is nothing but Brahman. What I am seeing is my delusion. What I am seeing is my misconception, misapprehension. Misapprehension. You know, you put a 3D glass and just see what you are seeing. And at the 3D experience, it's a real experience, no? And you really feel that you are in the middle of it. And it's hitting you. It is attacking you. So, this experience is real. Is it real? I take out that. And then you see nothing. But you saw it. Can you deny? You saw it? Yes, I saw it. That because you see it is not true. It is also misconception of ours. So, kevalam brahma-mātraṃ, only alone, Brahman alone is sat, is means is. Na annad asti iti. There is nothing other than that at all. Not a trace of anything. Then, iti bhavaya. Think day and night. The Hari Maharaj, Swami Turiyananda used to say, think day and night, I am that, I am that, I am that. No? Day and night think. As we think, so we become. We have become bodies. Why? I am the body, I am the body, I am the body. Those people really in the world we see, those who day and night think of their body, they become body bound so much. And every day the body will have something. But those who don't think, they live differently. Swami Lokeshwaranandaji used to come here, and one day he was talking with Swami Sahananda. And the doctors are saying this and that. He was a very upright person. He said, why do you listen to the doctors? They will say something, but you see your health condition and you just adjust yourself. Don't have to think about all the problems doctors say. Of course, not to be unscientific, but the point what he is emphasizing, if you pay attention to body you will be. You think that you are not the body, body's pain and aches will be less. Though it will be there in the body, but you will not feel it. That's why it is said, joke is there, no? So you go to the doctor, because doctor will have to survive. Then he will give the prescription. So go to the medical pharmacist, because they will have to survive. And then take the medicine, bring the medicine, and throw away, because you have to survive. So question is that it is a survival question. So it is mostly because we think of I am the body, I am the body, I am the body. No. So one lady came, that's the story with Swami Turiyananda. Turiyananda Swami always lived in that consciousness. No? I am not the body, that state of consciousness. But whenever devotees come, what they will ask? One old senior lady used to come and prostrating and said, Baba, aap kaisi hai? My father, how are you? Hari Maharaj said first day, I'm okay, it's going on. Then second day she came again with the love and affection. She said, Baba, aap kaisi hai? The third day when she came and said the same thing, she said, Maiji, what I want to forget, you come and every day remind me. Again and again, how are you? How are you? Then how is your body? How is your body? I want to forget that. And you make me remind me. So this is the point. So thinking of day and night, really when we think that my pain is so severe, no? And no one suffers like me, then our pain becomes really heavy. When I think my pain is pain, but there is other person. Look this way, not that way. Who has a good health, don't look at that. Then if you compare there, then you will be miserable. Why am I suffering? That person has no health issues and I have so much health issues. I don't eat this, I don't do this bad thing, I don't do this, but still I am suffering. And all the time brooding over that, and the suffering increases. And if you can do this way, look that way, your suffering reduces. I am not special. The body is there, a machine, it will happen. But let it go. Let us take care and forget. Think of God. Holy Mother said, no, those who take the name of God, the suffering which they are to suffer, it is reduced. When a plow pain could have run through the body, tremendous suffering could have, you will feel the pinprick. Meaning, you are not saying body. You are saying, I am a child of God, or I am that. Whatever your philosophy, you talk about that. That means that part mind is gone out of the body, that much is the relief here. But when I have no other resource, and I go only to the body, then my suffering increases. So that's why we have to find is a thing day and night that I am kevalam brahma-mātraṃ, only Brahman alone is there, and that is only the existence. Whatever I see, it is only Brahman. Pashyasi śrībhagavan sarvam. Now, what I am seeing, are not they real? Well, yes, it is real. How long it is real? So long you see it. Just I go to sleep. Where goes my observable universe? Its seriousness. When we sleep, where goes our anxieties, worries, tension? All goes. Where does it go? Does it vanish? Yes, vanish from my mind. When it vanishes from my mind, it has no value for me. So, pashyasi, then what you see like your dream. That's a great example. We see the dream, no? We enjoy the dream, or we cry in the dream. Our heart gets pumping so hard that we wake up sometimes. A tiger is attacking me, or somebody is chasing me, and I am running here. The fire has started this way. I cannot find a way out. And is it happening? Is it true? No. It is in your mind. These are experiences. There was one Swami, in our early days, he had some fear because he saw in Calcutta riot or something. So his home was in Calcutta. So he saw some very pitiable situation. People are running out to save their life and brutally killed that way. And he used to feel always some ghost around. So one day it was about maybe 11:30 or 12 o'clock in the night. We used to live side by side, small rooms for our brahmacharis and sadhus to stay. So, and suddenly at midnight, it is so calm everywhere, and I am hearing some moaning sound. I said, oh my God, what is this going on? And then he came out of my door and went, where the sound is coming. I saw that one room next to me, that room, said that sound is coming, that Swami lives there. He's of our age, he recently passed away. So, and then I knocked at him and I called his name and said, open the door, what has happened? And put the light on. And ultimately, he sat on the bed and then put the light on, and he was, oh my God, he was in the bed. And he was perspiring like that. And then I said, what has happened? Oh, the two long hands coming from the window is catching my neck. and that's why I saw that it is so real that his heart is pumping and he really could not believe that I am talking to him and the light is on and see. So but it is because all in the mind. Because mind from its past experience, mixed with some other ideas and thoughts, mind is projecting in the dream. And my mind is projecting my dream, your mind is projecting your dream. Because you see the dream, is it true? There is another theory, where dreams are true or not true, how to analyze the dream. These are all other issues. I am not going into that. But the point is that in realistic sense, you saw some dream, means is it true? As soon as you wake up, it is gone. What is the definition of truth? Truth means it is there, it was there, it will be there. In 3 period of time, past, present and future, if it retains the sameness, then it is called truth. What was yesterday is not today and not will be tomorrow. How can you say it is truth? That's why it is false. It is mithya. Then mithya means, did I not see that? Yes, you saw that. But that is, Shankaracharya brings a big philosophy out of it. Second line, vivartaṃ cetane khulu. He brings the philosophy of vivartavada. What is vivartavada? There are philosophies, different philosophies of understanding the world. Vivartavada means, vivarta means without changing the substratum, you project something which is just not there. Like the conventional example, there is a rope and you felt it to be snake and you cried out, you went to hospital, you got injection and come back to watch that it is a rope. Rope never became a snake. And the rope has strangled your feet and you thought snake has strangled your feet. All your thinking, without changing anything in the substratum, it is rope remaining all the time. Before you hit it, after you ran, snake, and got all these troubles to take injection and other things. But only wisdom came, let me go and check it, where this snake can come, where is that? And you say the same rope is sitting over there, lying over there. So this is called vibharta. Vibharta means you see something without changing what is which is the reality. It does not change, but you, in your mind, in your conception, you see the change. And it becomes so real that you cannot deny it. We look at these stars in the night time, if there is little darkness. You see so many stars. In daytime you don't see. So what is that? It is experience or not? If I say it is starry sky, in the daytime people will smile because I don't see that. But starry sky is starry. All the time star is there. I do not see, does not give the validity that I am seeing the right thing. So similarly, Vedanta says, Brahman alone is there. Whatever you are seeing, it is only superimposing. And that superimposition is just non-existent. It is just like you created your dream world, entire dream world, all its anger, all its passion, all its fire, all its shivering, all its joy, all created by you. Your mind have created the people, and you also there. Your eyes, your nose, everything is created by your mind. You created 10 friends. All the 10 friends has created by your mind has created 10 friends. You have created food, drink. That food, drink, everything is created by your mind. The road you are walking, you are traveling, you are driving. That car has been created. The body of the car has been created by your mind. The headlight, backlight, this, that, whatever you call about. Everything is so real as you have seen. It is your mental imagination, mind created. But you are lying in the bed. When you wake up, where is that dream world? So this is also, according to Vedanta, this is a daydream. And this dream should break. When this dream will break, then it is called the knowledge, that we are established in our knowledge. So long we are in this dream, this reality is true. When you are dreaming, everything is true. Someone is using sweet word to you, that is true. You feel joy there. You feel bad, someone says something wrong about you. Here also the same thing happening. But this world is not real because when you go to sleep, this world goes away. You dream, that time this is not here. In dream time it is not here. In your deep sleep time you are not here. When you go to someone goes to hospital and doctors are having some procedure, they put anesthesia. Where goes your hospital? Where goes your doctor? Where goes your disease? Where goes your own body? All vanish in where? In the space. All vanish. But is it real or unreal? It is real for the time when you see it. When knowledge comes, we wake up. Then we see, oh, it was some imagination of my mind, no reality. So if we analyze every day this thing very seriously, you need not have to believe. That's why Vedanta is very great. It is not a religion of faith. Normally people say, what is your faith? This is not faith. It is your experience. You cannot deny. Tell me, who can deny this experience of dream in the world? And who can say that dream is dream? Sometimes you may say, oh, I saw that dream and that became a reality. That is a different issue. A reality, you are talking this as reality. Again, you are making a mistake. This is not real. This is in a particular state of mind. See, those who are Now we find that there are many people who have some psychological problem, no? They see some subtle bodies, well, ghosts, angels, this, that. Sometimes people say it is your mental imagination or it is a reality. Swami Vivekananda used to challenge Ramakrishna, no? These are all your mental hallucination. Huh? What is the difference between hallucination and reality? Hallucination is created by mind, and your vision and experience is also in the mind. But the impure mind, confused mind creates hallucination. Pure mind, in a purer state and purer state, shows the glimpse of the light which is behind. And that is steady, that will make you strong, that will make you fearless. And these will create into more confusion into confusion. So that's why Vedanta does not give much emphasis. Oh, you have seen this, you have seen that, in the dream you saw that. That's a good idea if it inspires you. But these are all mental creation. No value of it. That's why even the avatar, Ramakrishna said, no. He who was Rama, he who is Krishna, he is Ramakrishna. Not according to your Vedanta. Why? In Vedanta, name and form is within Maya. A big dream, daydream. You break this daydream, then you become what you are. That's why in the Upanishad it is said, para dussapniyagam shubha. That supreme dussapna. This is sapna. But Upanishad says dussapna. It's a bad dream. Because so much suffering, so much pain, so much anxiety, so much worries, all fear, 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 fear. We are living in fear all the time, no? What will happen, we do not know. If the Southern California water restriction is coming, and if we don't get the thing, and someone saying in Rajasthan what will happen, there will be no water anymore, already gone, and water level is going down here. What will happen, what will happen? Before death we are all dying. And these anxieties are always will be there. Kintu dussapna when it breaks. So then they become fearless. The sword cannot cut me, the fire cannot burn me. All these ideas become a reality then. So this is called vivarta. This vivarta philosophy is to be understood. Puṇyaṃ, vivartavad. Puṇyaṃ means you put the milk and make it a yogurt. Yogurt cannot be turned back to milk. That's the puṇyaṃ. The world, God has become this. So this is another form of God, but it cannot go back to its origin. Vivartavad says, nothing change has come in your accepting misconception. You remove the misconception, you see that bright light, Satchidananda, Brahman is there. And that is the experience of all the saints and sages when they go beyond mind and body.
He said like that for Vedanta, it's not the faith, it is the analysis. You are analyzing your experience and your goals. So then why do you go to interfaith?
I go to interfaith too. I live in the world, I eat. Why do I eat? Why do I breathe? You are accepting this relative existence. There you are breathing. You are in the dream. In the dream you breathe. So this is a daydream you are breathing. So long you are breathing, so long you are eating, so long your mind is working, you go for good, bring harmony, disharmony is there, harmony is there. So how to bring harmony, that's a better job. That's why we do all these things. And we have to do, nothing to do. God realization does not depend on to do something. But that will be understood much later. When your karma will be done and your mind will be purified, you need not have to do anything. I am that, what to do? One of my friends, I refer it to you now and then, he is from the born, when he has joined the order, I was a brahmachari then, he said, evening time if we ask him, hey, let us go to meditate. And who meditates? What to meditate? Upon whom I shall meditate? What is the instrument to meditate? Who is there accepting that? My God. This is so much advanced in spirituality and Vedanta studies, no? Because his father was to be a monk, wanted to be a monk, but he could not. So he taught his son from the very childhood. So he used to, in the college classroom, he used to read all great master, Ramakrishna, gospel, Vedanta books, Vedanta texts, he used to read. They're not the textbooks. Because that was so much ingrained into him. Some people may say only, but don't follow. But he believed that and he used to stand in that. What to that? I am Atman. Say that. What work will you do? Na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena. You cannot attain it by having family and children or having wealth and prosperity. Na dhanena, na prajaya. And not by vast land and property, nothing. So it's only by pure intellect you can understand this. So say again and again, I am that, I am that. Then I said, okay, if I pinch you, you cry, oh, that you did my body. Body is body. So long body in the body level, body will react. That's a physical thing, in physical reaction. But I am not that. So see that strength of the mind to think in this way. So, kevalam brahma-mātraṃ sat. Only there is Brahman alone. Brahman alone is the only existence. And not sat, na osti iti bhavayo. Even a trace of anything else is there. That is not true. Contemplate upon this. Everything you see is truly like a dream, an illusory appearance, which is bhoktṛ. Bhoktṛ, we just discussed. It is called the bhoktṛ. It is there, illusory appearance. Appearance is there, but it is not real appearance, but it is illusory appearance. And when illusion will go away, this appearance will also vanish. Pashyasi śrībhagavan sarvam. Therefore, what we see in the world, it is like a dream, and bhoktṛ, we are seeing the bhoktṛ. Without transforming, it looks different. It looks something changeful, but it has not. As I give the example, milk has become yogurt. That is called the pūrṇaṃ. It has become converted. But bhoktṛ, it is nothing. It is water, and milk is milk. It has not. It cannot be get converted, or it is that all the time. Vishayam deśa-kālādiṃ, Vishayam deśa-kālādiṃ, bhoktṛ-jñātṛ-kriyādikam, bhoktṛ-jñātṛ-kriyādikam, mityā tat sapnavat bhānam, mityā tat sapnavat bhānam, na kiñcit napi kiñcana, na kiñcit napi kiñcana. So Vishayam deśa-kālādiṃ, Vishaya means the objects, the sense objects, and deśa-kāla, this means the space and time. Kāla is the time, etc., etc. Whatever we see, bhoktṛ-jñātṛ-kriyādikam. Bhoktri, I am enjoying it. Jñātṛ, I am understanding this intellectually. Bhoktṛ-jñātṛ, kriya, I am acting this way, I am working this, I am working upon that, etc., 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 kriyādikam, mithya. These are not true. Robots are working, but robot has no ego. This is also a robot, but it has an ego. And that ego is the cause of suffering. Ego is identifying here. Ego can identify with the cosmic reality. So, mithya tat, all these vishaya, the sense objects, the time, space, etc., and the enjoyer, bhoktṛ-jñātṛ, the knower, etc., etc., and the activities done by the senses. Mithya, these are all unreal. Mithya means it is not hallucination, like Maya. Yes, it appears, but it is not there. It has its relative existence. Tat sapnavat bhanam. Bhanam means it appears. Na kiñcit, there is nothing as such. Na pi kiñcana. Nothing is there, no object ever be possible like that. So the sense objects, space, time, etc., the enjoyer, knower, the actions, all are false. All of them are false appearances like dream. Nothing else exists in the least. So it is that's why it is open secret, no? I am reading it, but still, as soon as I look at the solid table, it's real. I look at you, it's real. I am looking at me, it is real. No. Because it has gone into the very core of our thinking process. We have to rewind the clock, rewinding the clock. And our Holy Mother said that our karma is a little like a kite example, flying kite, and they to measure how high, they make one color, say 100 feet, another color 100 feet, they tie together. So as it has gone out, you have let the mind go and roam around in the world. Now you want to withdraw, then you turn it, close it and bring it back the same way as you have let it go. The same way it should come back. The way we went out of our own self, we have to come back to ourselves with the same effort. So that effort is to be done. We are all that. Only little clouds of ignorance is creating this difficulty. Sun is all the time in the sky. Only little cloud makes the day clouded. And we cry, today there is no sun. In our life there is no sun. I am alone. I am to suffer. Who is there for me? Even there are some people. But when I suffer alone. So this is the feeling. But the sun is not gone anywhere. Only the cloud we removed. Instant sun will be appearing. Our sun comes out in its own glory. The sun of knowledge, sun of wisdom, the eternal light within is all the time there. Only because we have never trained the mind to think that way, it has taken that stand. I am not the body, but I am the body. I am not the mind. Always I am the mind. Otherwise, why we get so much upset? If someone says some few words, words are words. It's a combination and permutation of the alphabets, is it not? If you look at that construction-wise, a sentence construction or anything, it is on the words, play of the words. And that makes me happy, unhappy. And I am so subject to that and I cry and weep in that life. Why? Because you are so ignorant and we don't hear the message. We hear, as I say, we hear here, it goes there. But here is here. That is called śrvana, listening, that is not hearing. That is manana, to reflect again and again, again and again, again and again. Yes, why not? Why am I doing this? Self-analysis, no? So how much time we spend whole day? Look at our lifestyle, how much work is there. But we can, if we wish, we can use much more time on this subject. But very valuable subject comes in the newspaper and in the, what you call the, media, social media. Very serious, very serious, very serious. And these are all coming one after another, bombarding on me. And I think, okay, and never think of these things. So that's why spiritual life is to be awake and aware of this truth. And that is our own truth. It is not that we are talking about somebody else. It is our own experiences of every day is making us feel like that. But we think it is sapnavat bhanam. It is only like dream, is an appearance only. It is a bibharta. Nothing has changed. Brahman remains the Brahman. The rope remains the rope. Only the snake appears and disappears. Snake cannot change the rope. How much I cry and weep, rope will remain rope. Brahman will remain Brahman. How much I say, Swami Vivekananda say, let go thy hold, sannyas in bold, say Om Tat Sat Om. Let go thy hold. We hold on. Because I and me, when I am this little, I'll have to hold on to something. But when I think I am infinite, who am to hold on? Everything is holding on me. But very difficult to think about that. It is a frightening thought. I will be lost if I think this way. So Vedantic thinking actually makes one bold, though it appears very pessimistic at the beginning. But it is the most words of optimism, not to depend on anything, but to depend on the self, which is already there. You know, the consciousness has never left us. The day we came into the world, in this world, behind my all awareness, all knowing this, that, if we say knowing is through the senses, then the consciousness which allows it, that is constantly there. That's why it is a beautiful experience we are going through, but we never think. Panchadashi refers this point again and again. That nodeti nastamiti sambid esa sayam prabha. That consciousness, sambit, the consciousness, esha sambit, this consciousness never goes, never comes. It's 24 hours. Mas, abdo, juga, kalpeshu, gata gammeshu anekadha. Mas means month. Mas, abdo. Abdo means year. 365 days. Month goes away. Year goes away. No? 222 started, now it is already June. And today is already so many time gone. Tomorrow is again coming Wednesday. Juga is going on, time is, mass is going on. Mass of the juga, kalpo. Kalpo means thousands and thousands of years. How many eons make a juga? Big measurement of time. Kalpeshu, gata gammeshu. This time is in the spiral, going on and on and on. Anekadha, in various ways the time passes. But the consciousness which is behind us, ma sabda juga kalpeshu gata gammeshu anekadha na udeti na astameti. This consciousness never rises like a sun rises. Or not the sun sets. Consciousness never sets. Look at that from the child till today. I say I. As if that I has no age. But when you talk about, oh, I am now this 80 years old, then you are talking to the body. This happened in this year. You are referring to a particular time. But who has observed that time? Somebody should observe, then memory will be possible. Unless you observe the incident, you cannot say, you cannot recall any memory. So the memory, because of the memory, you have to accept that there is some consciousness in me who is observing all the activities of today, daytime. When I go, the sleep, whatever you dream, that observer will observe it. Then say, oh, I had a good dream last night. Oh, I have a bad dream last night. Oh, I was crying so much. And then he will say, I have a good sleep also. Somebody there to watch your sleep also. Who is that guy? If you say, oh, no, where is that? No, you say you had a good sleep. I have a good sleep. So I is somebody, he have an experience of good sleep. Some say, I dreamed last night. So dream is a subject, somebody has observed it. And all the day's activity, good, bad, with your anger or love or affection or fright and whatever quarrel, everything has been recorded by someone else. And that guy never sleeps. That is called God. That is called Vedantic word, Brahman or Atman or consciousness, Chit. Chideka. That sambit, that is the consciousness all the time, and it does not sleep. That's why we say, we put the Lord to bed. When God goes to bed, if you look at the whole world, where is his sleep? He is sleeping one place, another place, someone is right, hey, get up, morning time, oh Lord, get up. And this person goes to another within few seconds, time changing, no? Zone. So God has no sleep. That's why it is called Ohe Pavitro, Ohe Onidro, Rudro. Ki? Ohe Pavitro, Ohe Onidro, Rudro, Aloke Eso. Rudro Alok. Pavitra to me. Pavitra is pure. Ohe Pavitro. God is named as Pavitra, pure, stainless. Ohe Onidro. You never have a winking of the eyes. Blinking of the eyes you have never. Because you are Onidro, no Nidra. God is named as Onidro. That consciousness is Onidro. That's why Jagannath Dev's, we have this full moon night. It's called Jagannath Snan Yatra. And Jagannath is Chakkanayana. Round eyes. Why it is round? There is no eyelid. Blinking, no blinking. Animesha. All the time observing whatever you are doing. That's why we say, whatever you want to do, you can lock yourself in the door, get in a room, and you do something good or bad. God records everything. Chitragupta's khata. Everything is recorded there. That means, they mean that the consciousness never sleeps. So, think of that. In me is that all the time. But I never pay attention to that. Only looking outside. Uma. So, okay. So, Vishayam, deśa-kālādiṃ. This Vishaya means the sense objects. Deśa-kālādiṃ. Deśa is the space, Kāla is the time, etc. bhoktṛ-jñātṛ-kriyādikam, enjoyer. I am the enjoyer, I am the knower. Kriyādikam, the actions we perform. All are false, all are unreal. All of them mithya, all of them are false appearances. Tat sapnavat, like dream. Bhānam, it appears like that. No kiñcit, napi kiñcana. Nothing else exists at all without that. So that is to be thought again and again and again. Vedanta is, reading Vedanta is easy. I can finish the book today. But it is not the purpose. Purpose is to think, more thinking. If it takes some little deep impression in our mind and make us thoughtful, then we do the manana, reflection. And then deep reflection brings the reality, nididhyasana. And nididhyasana takes us to the experience. That Vedanta student have three things to do. Listen as we are listening, or you read, that's also listening, concentratedly, and analyze, hammer, till the mind becomes clear. Yes, I understand now. And then dive deep into that understanding, go deeper and deeper, and the world, you will live in the world, but this world will appear like a dream world. Sometimes we have some half dream, half awake, no? You are still awake, at the same time you are dreaming. It happens. Our awakening will be like that. The Brahma-jnanis, they live in the world, they live like that, like us. They eat, they talk like us. All the Brahma-jnanis, Brahmananda, Shivananda, Ramakrishnananda, and all these people, all the saints of the world, they eat like us, eat like that, talk like us, but they have the awakening there. They see what is behind and they act accordingly. So, we'll read next day from verse number 6. Only we did 2 verses. Okay, that's okay. You have any questions?
Yes, here, online.
Online. আজকে 13 না 13
আজকে সামনে 14
You have any question, please get ready. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So, thank you who are online, and we'll have some question now. And any question comes, we'll spend some time, few minutes. One question has come: if the world is just an appearance, and the events of the world are just a motion picture playing on the screen, then how Brahma-jnanis like Swamiji could identify himself so much with the pain of the common people, or do Brahma-jnanis conduct themselves in the world knowing all well that they are just playing a part in a play? It's a good question. If you say that is all false, all unreal, appearance only, then why these people? Christ comes, Buddha comes, Christ comes. Why they come? And why they behave like that? Why they act like that? Juhi, come, I can see your face. Sit somewhere. Little adjustment. Okay. This is the adjustment of mind. So adjustment of mind is this. When they are Vivekananda-like people, they come down from this experience of consciousness, they see that same consciousness everywhere. But they do not know. We do not know. They look at us and say, I am a Brahman, I am Brahman, I am the bliss absolute. But what a pity, I do not know. They people don't know. And they are crying and weeping because of that ignorance. So they feel infinite compassion. And to remove the coverings of our mind, they come and act and do all these things. They weep and cry for our good. So that is their sign of their spirituality. When you become spiritual, your heart will be very soft. You will feel differently than you are feeling now. You will feel that every suffering is your suffering. Every joy is your joy. Wherever you find any suffering, you know it is not mine. Anyone suffering in the world, is he feeling his suffering? Because he is identifying in the Brahman consciousness, the substratum. Is it not? Look at that. It is a scientific truth. You give, suppose, calm surface of the ocean. Now it hit in one place with a 100,000 pound missile or something like that. That vibration may be big there, but is it not felt in a fine vibration goes to the distance? Because it's one. So, there is no location because this vibration, they have the sensitive instrument. Their mind is so sensitive. Look at the world, people are brutally killing someone. And they are happy by killing, how they can torture and kill. There are people like that. But there are sensitive people. even cannot bear the suffering of others. The tear comes in their house. And they want to do something. They sell their home, they do all these types of activities, which really very difficult that others, well, even people think that they're fools. They're doing so much because their sensitivity has grown. How the sensitivity will come? Oneness. Vedanta gives that oneness. No? Then your suffering is not your suffering, it is my suffering. My finger gets cut. I say, oh, my finger, what is there in it? I don't feel the pain of the finger. And if I have a head injury, do I not feel the injury of the head? My pain? Something strikes in your toes. Don't you feel the pain? You feel the pain. Because that whole world is me, big me, capital me. So they live in that consciousness. That's why they, out of their bounty of their heart, they cannot but stop. As a nasty person cannot but torture others, steal others' money, cheat other people. So these people also, by their own constitution, they cannot but do the thing.
Was Krishna egoistic for going to war?
His ego was not our ego. So long you live in the world, you should have some ego. Ramakrishna said, pakami, kachami. Ripened ego and unripened ego. Our ego is unripened. That means it centers around my pleasure, my happiness, my peace, my joy, my food, my house, my building, my friend, my. Me and my. Ahamidam, mamaidam, iti naisargiko ayang loko vyavahara. Shankaracharya, in his introduction, he says, Ahamidam, I, mamaidam, my. This is the world. This is called Maya. This is called Vedantic understanding about the truth. Not me, my, thou, then it becomes, that becomes spiritual. Me to thou, me to you. So that transformation, when it comes, then you are unfolding your divinity, and that is taking us closer to God. Can you talk about suicide? My best friend committed suicide, and so if the world is not real, did I write her suicide in my story, since we are of the same one mind? Either suicide is a case, this is first of all you take the world to be real. So if you take that point of reality, then yes, suicide is bad. Suicide comes out of depression. But depression is where? Depression happens in your mind. People become happy or unhappy in mind. So a person may be very excited in the mind and also may be very depressed in the mind. When that's a disease of the mind. So in that case, it is really suffering, and no religion supports the suicidal situation, because karma is not ended. You'll have to have the same karma going on. So, but the body is not there, but the tendencies are working there. So it's a difficult situation. So it is not supported by the scriptures for every religion. But the point is that whatever happens, the soul, it's like he is living in a dream world. We are, suppose I am sleeping and dreaming, and sometimes someone comes and chops my head. Okay, I'll be in my mental level. And then I want to come back to the body, and there is no body. What will happen? Then you'll have to be in limbo. And we'll have to find when I can get an opportunity to have another body. But this body, which has been chopped out, it could have lived another 10 years. So in that period, the suicidal soul has to move in darkness to find out. This body was to eat. He has to go to see something. All the desires which have been fulfilled by this body. There is no body, there is no car. And your desire is there. What will you do? It's a painful thing, no? You want to go somewhere and you are designed to go there, but your car is no more there and you are in a position where you are alone. No? So that's why it's called very painful state. But we can pray for them always. We can really pray to God that to give them peace and then solace. So those things we can do because it is soul, individual soul, entered into this body. Individual goes out of the body. So we can pray for that. And by God's grace, things can happen. Okay? So, anything? Oh, acha. Okay. First of all.
To continue from the first question, for the God-realized person, I can see how when identifying with oneness of being, they would want to see harmony amongst all people. They identify and feel the suffering of other people. But in identifying even further back to Brahman, pure awareness, pure consciousness, unchanging awareness that doesn't do anything.
That is in Samadhi.
Like they wouldn't want to do anything.
No. In that state they remain in Samadhi. There is no question of doing anything. That person also does the best in the world because their vibration, their lofty state generates some energy. It silently works in the mind of others. But they cannot do anything. Ramakrishna, when he is to go to Samadhi, no action, he cannot talk, he cannot sit, he cannot dance, he cannot express any idea, but he is in a very high state or altered state of situation where it is joy and bliss and radiating that, and that vibration impacts people all over the world. Okay?
Yes, so after Abhimanyu was killed, Arjuna took a vow that he will kill Jayadratha. So was that before or after he...
Oh, so that is the same thing. After this Gita, he got back his strength, and then I will do this. Gita always says, Karishye vachanam tava. Say, Gita ends where? Gita started with so many questions of this. Gita ends, surrender. Karishye vachanam tava. I will do, O Lord, what do you say? I will follow that. But that happened after, when they started the war, next morning, 14th day.
So the vow, it was not out of anger, it was out of knowledge.
Yeah, that's a duty. That's a duty, and these are, you can say that after this type of knowledge, which is given by Bhagavan Krishna to Arjuna, he is not an ordinary guy. Arjuna is a high-grade student, high-class student, because God has spoken to him twice, no? This Bhagavad Gita. And living with Lord God, no? Is itself, you can think how rare is the opportunity. Again another question. Salvation that the devotee get by succeeding in their sadhana of their chosen deity, how is that different from Kaivalya moksha nirvikalpa samadhi? Salvation that devotees get by succeeding in their sadhana. When you say sadhana, and they succeed in their sadhana of meditating on his chosen ideal, say Rama, say Krishna, say Ramakrishna. This Ramakrishna does not remain Ramakrishna. As I gave the example, when the Bhishan comes, I gave that example. Form dissolves. It merges into the infinite form, the formless form. So therefore, it is no different from Kaivalya. Kaivalya means, it is a terminology. When one transcends all this level and remain in that consciousness, that state is the Kaivalya state, that is called the nirvikalpa state. But don't get mixed up with technical language, because technical language has its own deeper intellectual meaning. But we are not going to that. Let us go to the experience. When you reach that experience, there is no more expression of the duality. So you remain in that consciousness. Stay in that consciousness. And that may be moksha. What do you mean by moksha? Eternal liberation. or you have to come back again. There may be little lower level, you can come back again for the good of the world, for your own enjoyment. Bhakta says, I want to enjoy the sugar, I don't want to be sugar. So all these states are there. But depending on where, we cannot just terminologically, we cannot understand that. Every terminology has its own connotation. But main thing is that let us understand, when you go from the duality to that level of non-dual extreme point, where body identity, mind, etc., all gone, vanished, that is called the state of nirvana. If you call nirvana, that is called the nirvikalpa samadhi. But again, if you go intellectually to the scholars, there will be much difference between this terminology. So we are not thinking from that perspective. Okay? Thank you. Tomorrow, gospel class, and then I will be here to give you the gospel class. And most importantly, day after tomorrow, one will be our honored guest, who is coming, Swami Atma Jnanananda from Washington, D.C. Center. He will be speaking on mind, probably perfecting our mind for devotion, or preparing our mind for devotion. That will be the subject. So please join, at least if you can come, or if you not, at least online. Swami Atma Jnanananda, the Washington D.C. Center, will be here, and he will also give the Sunday talk. That means Thursday evening 7:30 and Sunday at 11 o'clock. And Friday he will be speaking in Trabuco. And that Friday evening 7:30 he will be speaking in our Trabuco Center. And those devotees who are there, you see the notice, they are allowing the devotees to come in person to attend to that special class. Okay? Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.